Greetings, galactic angelics of the new earth, rising with the full glory, grace, and radiance of your divine I Am presence. Today is another powerful day of our great awakening of our ascension process. We're going to start right off connecting again with our divine I am the way, the truth, and the light. I do accept the full activity of my mighty I Am presence. I do accept the full activity of my mighty I Am presence. I do accept the full activity of my mighty I Am presence. And today's discourse of 33, today was 27. You could check this out at patreon.com/prime disclosure. I'm going to read to you today from today's discourse from the Master Jesus Christos. Mighty I Am presence is the power that does this transcendent service. Always remind yourselves that God is within you and is your certain victory. The I Am presence which beats your heart is the light of God that never fails, and that your power by acceptance of this presence to loose its energy and direct it is limitless. With my love I enfold you, with my light I clothe you, with my energy I sustain you, that you may go forth dauntless in your quest for happiness, and the perfecting of yourselves and your world. I am the enlightening, revealing presence, manifest with full power. Jesus Christos. Amen. Now today, as I was preparing for this transmission, as I was copying this powerful Christ light decree, which I put at the end of today's transmission at the very end, so be sure to stick around to the very end to listen and feel and be activated by this Christos decree. As I looked at the time, as I was preparing the decree, it was 3:33 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, the 333 coming in every day after this 333 portal, and today all day, Walela, the sacred hummingbird with his ruby crown, came to us all day. So this very powerful energy in the hummingbird of the Stargate 17 through the Huna Nation, Mautataki, transmitted today. So many powerful energies coming in, many activations, downloads, upgrades, transmutations, transfigurations coming in. As I started this transmission, this recording, it was 8:08 to 88 Lionsgate, the Lyran Nation, the Royal Lions. Now it is 8:18. Through the night, we had after massive blasts of white energy of the higher frequencies coming in, appearing on the Schumann, we had about 12 hours of blackout. I'm going to read a transmission from Divine Sister of the Light, S.A. Smith. The Schumann resonance blackout, now for 12 hours straight and counting. But what's really strange is the pulsing energies that have been coming in during the blackout. When the Schumann goes down like this, it can be for a handful of reasons. The most usual is when there is an outage with the system, aka a tool flaw. This time though, for 12 hours plus, it is a big long for a resource failure. That and the fact our magnetosphere has been showing a weird pulsating energy bursting in repetitively over the last few hours. When the Schumann went down originally, we were experiencing the usual big energies. Those continued until a few hours ago when the strange pulsing energies began. It's as if our magnetosphere is being zapped with energy. Are you experiencing anything different with these different energies? Is this a new type of energy bringing in new abilities for our ascension? It's exciting to watch and find out. Now the Schumann resonance has been back online since 3 a.m. Eastern Time, and it is quieter than ever, even with big energies still rolling in. Magnetosphere is showing huge energies rolling in along with the odd pulsating energies hitting us for several hours this afternoon, yet the Schumann continues to sleep. Is it faltering? Are you feeling these? The biggest ascension symptoms with these energies seem to be fatigue and emotional ups and downs. There is something really interesting with these energies. They feel like change and possibility. What do they feel like to you? Another Sunday in the life of a light worker? Hang in there, this month is going to push us more than any month so far. A girl in the universe.com. That's why in these powerful transitioning times, it is very important to be activated by our I Am presence and stay in that peace, the bliss, the joy of the I Am, of the God consciousness, Christos consciousness, Buddha consciousness. And I am the resurrection and the life. Repeat that mantra throughout the day as often as you can to remember your divinity, your grace. Today's codes coming in is divine grace, which will be coming through the gene keys we'll be covering in today's transmission. We had 138 M1.5 or greater earthquakes in the last 24 hours, the most powerful again today in the sacred portal, 5.6, the east coast of North Island, New Zealand. Again today, many activations in these portals just south of the Tropic of Capricorn, Kermadec Islands, New Zealand, one after another. Many activations coming in. 5.0, 5.1, 5.4, 4.8, Peru 4.0 in the Andes Mountains, New Zealand 4.9, Kermadec 5.4, 4.6, another 4.6, 64, code coming in, Puerto Rico 3.4, Dominican Republic 3.6, Fiji 4.6. One after another in this New Zealand portal, 4-7. This is the Lemurian energy, divine goddess, divine feminine, the sacred rose of the Magdalene, the pink rose, the white rose, orange, yellow, red, every color coming in now of divine goddesses flowing freely, rising up in this code of freedom. The Heros Gamos fully activated. Another 5.3, 5.2, New Zealand, 5.2, Kermadec, 5.6, 5.2, 4.7, 4.9, 4.9, Greece, the sacred portal, 4.3, another 4.9, New Zealand, 4.5, 5.0, one after another, as we're rising with each pulse, with each frequency, with each resonance being activated through the root chakra, the Kundalini of Pachamama fully activated. Our Kundalini in harmonic resonance with hers is rising, being activated, pulsing, vibrating at the highest frequency. Today we start again with the Sabian symbols. Right now the moon is at 14 degrees 45 minutes Capricorn, the sun at 17 degrees 49 minutes Pisces. Again the 17 code and the Capricorn energies of this root chakra, sacral chakra activation. This is the spiral, this is the source of the coiled serpent, the rainbow serpent, the dragon energies being activated in every living soul. The current Sabian symbol for the sun at 18 degrees Pisces. In a huge tent, a famous revivalist conducts his meeting with a spectacular performance. And the current Sabian symbol for the moon at 15 degrees Capricorn. In a hospital, the children's ward is filled with toys. From astrologyweekly.com. And now I transmit to you, my sacred condor, pulled a card from the tarot deck, the Enchanted Forest, from Lunea Weatherstone. And the card she pulled today, for all of you, is the Weaver of Boons. The Weaver of Boons knows just what you need. When you visit her cottage in the forest clearing, the aura of peace and plenty embraces you. This witch's magic is earth-centered. The virtues of plants, the secrets of stones, birds and animal lore, the dance of the seasons. She treasures both the wildness of the woods and the beauty of her well-tended garden. She is the preserver, nurturer, and healer, feeding both body and spirit with motherly love. If this card does not represent a particular person, it can indicate the need for some common sense, an offering of comfort and care, or a monetary windfall. Character traits: earthly sensuality, a merry nature, motherly, a generous heart grounded in practicality, protective of family and community. Shadow traits: smothering, takes too much upon herself, judges other people's lifestyles, insists that she knows best, which she probably does. Aho. And now we have several quick updates. The first from Divine Sister of the Light, Joanne Tracy, 12:30 a.m. until 3 p.m. This afternoon, 7th March 2021, AEDT, we have had another Schumann blackout. Many clearings occurred and incredible energies felt. Many confirmations coming through in this now. So much occurred, released, shown, felt, grounded and anchored. So grateful, breathe, feel and receive. Love. From crystal and indigo guide to the galaxy. Physical, multidimensionality has begun. And from Divine Bro Star of the Light, Rick Jewers. Croatia, currently an influx of higher photonic light and divinely enhanced particles are being administered to this area. This is for very important divine reasons, as this area is further cleared of less than divine energies and prepared for the higher divine future. It will appear and feel colder than the actual temperature for this reason. A major new 5D grid ley line is actually integrated here, emanating outward from the approximate heart center of Pleasant Valley. It is important to know that this is actually the first operating segment of the 5D grid ley line to be connected to the ground surface. Love and light, Fem and Rick. And from Divine Bro Star of the Light, Mauta Taki from the Huna Nation, 1604 = 44. Nada, Nada, Planet Huna Dragon, multiple tectonic plate movements emanating from Lemuria, New Zealand, causing chain reactions all over the world, including the mountains of Peru and Bolivia, our sacred Andes Mountains, the Kundalini of Pachamama, the home of our sacred condors, of the South, Divine Feminine, Magdalene, the Shakti energies flowing in freely. Last night my room was flooded with dragon energy, emanating from my internal stargates and external stargates. I was so hot even though my room was freezing cold. A busy night of downloads. During today's dream time, I gained clarity for the ceremony at Stargate 17 on Lake Titicaca and its geometrical inscription. The angelic codes are known with the inclusion of blueprint root race codes present from deep within. The channels of the inner earth are opening in perfect synchronization to the ceremony of the infinite fractal and the cracking that shall raise the frequency to heights beyond the current coding. Orion's Belt and others is about to get an upgrade in alignment to the age of Lemuria 5 and planet Huna. Tomorrow on March 8th, 2021, which gives the codes of 10-8-2021-14 = 77, the sacred 77 coming in. Join me at Burning Mask in the coronation ceremony of our lineage and heritage, who are the children of living light, the royal family, from hoh.earth/burning mask, burning-mask. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Natalia Alba. Beloved ones, we are in a very important passage of our evolutionary journey, in which a massive influx of light is being descended upon us for consciousness expansion purposes. Some, as for example soul mission integration, as well as many other soul memories that we need to awake. At exactly 1444 and at day 7, I received a message from my guides for all of the importance that during this passage, working on the proper integration of this massive light information guidance, a message that we were introduced through the main essence of these numbers, and that, as guides explain, represent the current frequency of wisdom, embodiment, and stabilization that we are all experiencing at the moment. As you know, we are embodying many light codes from different sources, although all of them proceed from the main God source as diamond codes that we are currently anchoring. Guides emphasize the importance of working with the clearing of all our physical and non-physical conduits for us to be able to fully descend this wisdom in a conscious way, so later we are able to understand the important messages received as well as the many physical upgrades. There are many who are very confused, as they already feel that the guidance, the higher clarity that they were waiting for is already there, for we can even physically feel it above our 7th or crown chakra when we are descending a great amount of light codes. Often it can be felt as a pressure in our heads, which is inexplicable. This is why it is so important to understand when these massive downloads of light codes take place, and how we can properly conduit this influx of light. First of all, these massive influxes are descended from our unified self to the soul, and from it to our physical being, throughout our non-physical chakras. This is why every blockage that we may have is an impediment for this liquid light to be absorbed, which is why many do not understand, even though they work with themselves, why they are not yet able to integrate it all, being conscious of all that is taking place within our physical bodies, as well as non-physical ones, for both are equally important, is challenging, for we often lack in insight, as we are too attached to our own beliefs and habits. Therefore, asking for clarity and surrendering to it without expectations, accepting it in the way it comes, will be of great help for those who cannot yet go further into what is truly blocking their channels. After this main step, it is pivotal to heal and clear all that it is in need to, as unless we do this consciously, even though we too ask for help from our guides, teams, this light will not be able to fully be descended. This process takes time and inner devotion. Desperation will only delay it more, for it tends to create an anxiety blockage in our field that generates more obstruction to this process. All shall flow naturally, as guides always share, and this input of light is always descended upon us when we, and only when we are ready, and our physical mind is able to finally, consciously comprehend higher levels of truths, as well as the consciousness that is embedded within it. Once we are ready, and only our soul knows when this moment comes, is that we can proceed to the next phase of conscious healing and clearing. For the more we clear and purify ourselves and bodies, the more that we can integrate these new light waves. It is the only impediment that guides often share that delay us from embodying the new level of initiation that we are receiving. Often we tend to think that only working on our upper chakras or asking for outer forces or beings is what will help us integrate more wisdom and know more. However, it is only by clearing more veils of illusions and by doing it ourselves that this process can truly take place. Be devoted to our own ascension journey is challenging, for we not always will feel with the energy to take what is necessary for us to move forward from the familiar or to continue clearing more beliefs and programs. This is why some periods of rest in our path of conscious evolution are necessary. If we are to keep integrating and expanding, for as humans, resting and rejuvenating is essential, and we can only do that when we listen to our bodies and accept the phase that we are in without any judgments. It is a very important phase for those who are ready to continue with this massive integration. Do not lose insight of what is truly taking place, for this is pivotal not to fall into delusional traps. Do not be desperate, for there is never a final destination or a fixed time to evolve, as all is valid, serves the whole, and brings awareness to where we are in the present situation we are passing through. And above all, in your unique process, be compassionate and loving towards yourself. You are doing extremely well. It is not easy to be constantly releasing who you think you were and embracing your authentic, illumined self, one that we have forgotten due to eons of human illusions and incarnations. All is well, and as I always say, when there is a will, there is always a way. Keep moving forward. Rest sometimes, you deserve it, and never lose hope and faith in who you are and your unique mission. For your presence and essence is pivotal at this time within creation. Remember that, dearest ones. Remember to remain always in the illumined essence of your soul. Always enjoy light and love with all, with infinite love. Natalia Alba from StarseedSoul.com. And today from Divine Sistar of the Light, Karen Lithica. Starseed Awakening, the Arcturians. Feel the activation of your ancient DNA awakening. As the new light age stirs the expansion of creation, it is an opportunity of infinite proportions to change your known reality. Your own awakening is a priority as your multidimensional skills upload, as your starseed DNA advances. Know you are holding the light for the future, leading the way, lighting the path for many, collectively joining in this higher light construct beyond the parables of your world, finding a meeting point in the future. Understand collectively you are anchoring this light stream, awakening the unity light into your world. See every cell awakening, vibrating a higher light calling, merging light vibrations, integrating as you become the true you. Know the great light alliance is here, assisting, uniting, as we join, united in one light. No, we see you. From the Arcturians and Karen Lithica, from KarenLithica.com, and from Divine Sistar of the Light, Asara Adams. Energy update by the Pleiadian, Syrian, Arcturian Council of Light, March 7, 2021. We are here now. We love you. We are you from your future to assist you on your path. Things are rapidly shifting now, and it is important to remain very open and flexible when your incoming experiences are completely different from what you are used to. Everything is speeding up now, and the Earth's energy field is changing profoundly as your planet is going through its ascension process. With the energy field gaining speed, so are your experiences reflecting your beliefs, thoughts, feelings, words, and actions faster and faster. Maintaining your inner harmony is key. When you start your day creating the energy field of harmony, it is easier to maintain it as you go throughout your day. When you start your day quieting your mind and allowing for harmony to enter your being, you are opening the door for the divine love of Source to flow through you. This will allow for all good things to come in faster for you. Every positive experience can be added to your momentum of high vibrational reality. As we said, things are speeding up now. Begin by collecting the little things in your immediate experience. Eventually, the bigger things will begin to shift, and you will be amazed by the way the entire world is changing. The Galactic Federations of Light are simply an expression of Source energy, and we are here to support you on your ascension journey. Amongst the Ascended Masters, the angelic realms, and the inner Earth civilizations of light, our support responds to the requests of individuals and the collective consciousness. The more the frequency of harmony is held by humanity, the more we are able to assist as the extension of Source to bring you the higher dimensional experiences. We are holding the vision of the divine new earth with you, and from our vantage point it is glorious. We are with you every step of the way. You are loved beyond measure. We are with you always. We love you. We are you. Namaste. Thank you, Pleiadian, Syrian, Arcturian Council of Light, channeled through Asara Adams from TelosChannel.com. And today from the Gene Keys, Unlocking the Higher Purpose Hidden in Your DNA from Richard Rudd, Gene Key 22, March 7th through March 12th, 2021. Dishonor, graciousness, grace. The subject of the 22nd G Key is the true meaning of suffering. As you begin to contemplate the suffering in your own life, you will perhaps come to see what an incredible blessing it holds. The simple and sweet realization can and will transform your life. Welcome to the embrace of the Great Mother. The Great Cosmic Mother holds the master key to all suffering and stands behind the teachings themselves. She is the triple mystery of the transmission. Although she is beyond teachings, her way is that of grace through suffering. Those who enter deeply enough into the three great paths through suffering, the alchemical, the sacrificial, the mindful, will eventually meet the Great Cosmic Mother, since she represents the very spirit of grace that brings an end to human suffering. Excerpt from the Gene Keys, and from the I Ching, hexagram 22, from the Classic Book of Change, the Classic Book of Fortune. Grace, fire offering at the foot of the mountain, purifying and alchemizing the shadow through patient presence. Grace is stillness in rapture. Graciousness is restrained lightness. Dishonor is stressful desire, appreciating passion. Thus the superior man adorns his rule with grace, but makes important decisions in conformance with higher laws. Graciousness isn't just politeness or courtesy, although it may contain both of these qualities. It is a whole cocktail of noble qualities. It is also very refined and often very subtle. It's an attitude carried in our aura, and it's rooted in a deep reverence for all life. Richard Rudd's 64 Ways, from GeneKeys.com. Today from Here in the Moon Astrology, Sunday, March 7, 2021. To muster the heart, to stretch to the edge of what beckons you is your ticket to ride. This is what you are for. Your capacity to imagine is a subversive technology, altering everything. Dangerous. Melissa La Flame. A heads up as the deep space Aquarian Piscean frequency field gets stronger. Notice that there is a faster feedback loop, a shorter gap between your thought and your experience. Remind yourself that your mind is not a camera but a projector, that you are a creator at cause, not at effect, that you are always living in the feeling of your thinking, and you can change your thinking. On March 10th, the Sun conjuncts Neptune in his own Piscean ocean, followed by the new moon on March 13th. The light is burning away the smoke and mirrors of recent times, dispersing the fog and confusion, and delivering clarity, vision, and inspiration. Switch on your high heart radio receiver. Your higher self is speaking to you through extrasensory perception, psychic intuition, synchronicities, signs, symbols, dreams, and insights. This Pisces new moon merges with far-seeing Neptune and squares the karmic nodes of fate in Gemini, just as Mercury exits the shadow retrograde zone in futurist Aquarius. From now on, developing your sensory acuity and honing your channeling instincts is going to be an essential skill for you as an evolutionary. It will help you to retrieve, decode, and disseminate information from the edge of tomorrow. This Pisces new moon is revealing the otherness of our lives, the world beneath the world in a process of soul retrieval, powerful new planetary medicine, personal homeopathy, embodiment, and psychosynthesis. Saturn is grounding Aquarian inventiveness into useful tools. Jupiter is amplifying your imagination, while Neptune is giving you a direct line to the noosphere and the technologies of magic. Not weird, occult, woo-woo, and definitely not the old 3D law of attraction, but the ability to transform shape-shift thinking and imagination into something real and tangible. Capture your insights, epiphanies, clues, signs, and knowing in any shape or form that speaks to you, but don't let them dissolve back into the ethers. When the energy morphs into cardinal fire at the March 20th Aries equinox, this will be the rocket fuel for the stream of significant choice points that follow. From here in the moonastrology.co.uk. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Leah Whitehorse, Lua Astrology. Pallas enters Pisces. The goddess of wisdom, creativity, and pattern recognition deep dives into the ethereal waters of Pisces. As Pallas will go through a retrograde here, this transit will last until February 14th, 2022. How we solve problems and access our creativity is changing. On the shadow side, we can find ourselves falling into patterns of martyrdom or unconsciously identifying with insidious patriarchal values. Observe where ideals are erasing authenticity. Defenses are down, so guard boundaries carefully. To find our way through and spark inspiration, we need to connect with our inner spirit. Write down your dreams. Explore the material that comes up in meditation. Paint or view abstracts to stimulate imagination. Cloud gaze. Watch for synchronicity. Tap into divine wisdom. Meaningful patterns emerge when we pay attention. The more empathy we have, the more conflict falls away. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And today from Calendar Truth, the shift from harm to harmony, reaching the golden section of the 13 moon year. March 6, 2020, in planet Earth, the solar system, the Milky Way, the universe, NS 1.32.9.1. Every year on March 7th on the Gregorian calendar marks the starting point of the 9th month of the 13 moon year. The solar moon of intention, March 7th through April 3rd, the passage between the 28th day of the 8th moon, day 224, and the first day of the 9th moon of the 13 moon year, March 6th through 7th, marks the exact phi ratio point of the year. How is this? A key distinction between the Gregorian calendar and the 13 moon 28-day calendar resides in the fact that the 13-month unit structure is in harmonic resonance with the most basic form present in nature and all of life creation, the Fibonacci spiral. This 13-unit framework allows us to identify points of harmonic resonance during the year. On this 13-unit scale, positions 5 and 8 mark therefore the two golden sections within the spiral. and the completion of the 8th moon is indicating to us that we are now transiting one of these key nodes of resonance with the structure of the 13 moon 28-day calendar. Since day 1 of the 9th moon corresponds to day 225 of the year, it initiates the second golden mean section of the year, comprised by 5 moons, 140 days, 8 plus 5 equal 13. 364 divided by 224 equal 1.62, or 1.6185. It was 3 moons ago when we highlighted the completion of the first golden mean interval of the year on day 28 of the 5th moon, day 140. Number 5 is the 5th number within the Fibonacci sequence, followed by the number 8, the 6th number, and number 13, the 7th in the sequence. The pentagonal cycle of Venus and the Earth is also governed by this proportion. Venus orbits the Sun 13 times, while the Earth orbits the Sun 8 times, meeting for 5 times during those 8 years. Today marks the completion of the 8th moon of the 13 moon year, and June 3rd, 2021 marks the completion of 8 Earth orbits and 13 Venus orbits around the Sun since the rare Venus transit of June 5th through 6, 2012. The orbital period of planet Venus around the Sun is 224 to 225 days. As a result, Venus and Earth cycles are a function of the phi ratio, golden proportion, expressed as 1 Earth orbit, 1 Venus orbit, equals 365, divided by 225 equal 1.62, closest approximation to 1.618. Pulsing the intention for peace and harmony. March is the 3rd month of the year in both the Gregorian calendar and its predecessor, the Julian calendar. It was named after the Roman god of war, Mars. March was also originally the 1st month of the year in older versions of the Roman calendar because of its association with the first day of spring. The vernal or March equinox occurs during this month, falling on the 19th, 20th, or 21st day. March also marked a time when war would resume after the winter months. While this time of the year is associated with war on the Gregorian calendar, within the 13 moon 28-day calendar, the start of the 9th month of the 13 moon year is connected with harmony and peace. How is this? Phi equals harmony equals peace. On the 13 moon radial diagram, we can appreciate that the intersections of the 2 golden sections intervals of the year, completion of moons 5 and 8, create the perfect geometry of the peace symbol adopted by the nuclear disarmament movement in the 1960s. The original symbol is based on a combination of the semaphore signals for the letters N and D, standing for nuclear disarmament. The golden section interval of the year synchronizes with the start of the 33rd week of 7 days. We have just reached 33 minutes, 33 seconds of this transmission. 9 equals 3 times 3, and 33 is considered a master number. It also synchronizes with the 9th week, 3 times 3 of 2020, and the 3rd month on the Gregorian calendar. Within the harmonic count of the 13 moon, 28-day calendar system, each of the 13 months' moons is coded with a quality, power, and action for personal and planetary attunement, by which we begin to synchronize our consciousness with the cycles and creative patterns in nature. Familiarize yourself with the name, power, and action for each month, and you will connect a deeper level with the flow and rhythm of the creative sequence in the 1328 frequency. For the complete transmission of this information, please see the link to our website, Prime Disclosure, in the description below. Today from the Zolkin Times, Kin 83, Blue, Overtone Night. Overtone is a name for the number 5, and its keywords are empower, radiance, and command. The 5th day of any wave spell is always intense, but in a good way. There's a lot of energy involved, and it can wear you out by the end of the day. If you want to make the most of it, raise your aim and don't underestimate your own power. Today is Blue Night, which represents dreams, abundance, and intuition. The Blue Night has a huge imagination, but must wake up to make their dreams come true. On an empowering day like this, dreams get a great boost. Be inspired by your dreams and wake up to the possibilities. Believe in abundance and it will come to you. The guide for today is the blue monkey. The monkey is magical, and if you believe in magic, this will help your dreams come true. But first, Monkey asks you to consider which dreams are illusions, and which dreams have a realistic chance to come true. Today, from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, Blue Overtone Night, Kin 83, 7 March 2021, Empowering Dreaming. 7/3/2021, 735, equals 7/8, equals 15, equals 6. 73, Heaven on Earth. 7/8, equal magical abundance. 7, mystic, magic, spiritual, solitude, initiation. 3, Holy Trinity, creativity, joy, communication. 5, liberation, change, transformation, freedom. 8, abundance, infinity, source flow. 6, heaven, Christ, family, harmony. Kin 8/3 equal 11, equal 2. 11, portal, gate, polarity. 2, partnership, cooperation. A very magical, mystical day for uncovering what has been deeply hidden in order to step through the doorway and awaken the dream of collective abundance. Day 5 in the Blue Storm Wavespell of purification, cleansing, transformation, and evolution. This is the day we transform and command our natural collective abundance. The winds of change and the blue storm assist us in liberating our dreams today. Tone of creation, overtone, tone 5 in the spiritual realm. Action commands, power empowers, essence, radiance. 5 represents the center, core purpose, foundation, and central intent. It is the center of the wheel from which all the spokes emanate. This is the phase where the energy of creation returns to the center and then radiates outwards. Overtones command the unbounded. They order it to be, and so it becomes. Their power radiates from their soul essence through a pure connection to Source. This is the true source of unlimited power. The 5th day of the Blue Storm Wavespell is the one that empowers. When we give ourselves permission to receive and feel worthy and abundant, we transform. Which aspects of your life or outlook would you like to transform in order to feel empowered? Command your radiance and empower your greatest dreams, radiantly spreading your golden light. Kin 83 very powerfully activates the divine plan of abundance for all beings on planet Earth. It is time to awaken to the dream of unlimited abundance, connecting to the possibility of unlimited potential to create and receive this infinite abundance from the multiverse, expanding your creation throughout the realms of the cosmos and being the bridge to anchor the pillars of heaven on earth, commanding the bliss codes in our everyday existence. Explore the multitude of opportunities that arise, leading you down new pathways of discovery in the realization of your dreams. Believe in your dreams, so mote it be. Today's question is, what dreams can I empower today? Opening the floodgates to unlimited abundance. Divine blessings for all your great dreams to come true. And Lakek Alakin, Christina White, Magnetic Worldbridger, Kin 66. Kin 83, Blue Overtone Night. The mantra, the code for today is, I empower in order to dream. Commanding intuition, I seal the input of abundance. With the overtone tone of radiance, I am guided by the power of magic. And on this magical, mystical, powerful day of activations and awakenings, let us know in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below. And as always, we have a link in the description below this video to the transcriptions of today's transmissions. We archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. I'd like to thank everyone for your support on Patreon with your pledges and your donations. If you'd like to support our work and mission of the Eagle and the Condor lineage, you can make a pledge on patreon.com/primedisclosure. And we also have a link in the description below if you'd like to make a one-time donation through PayPal to our work and our cause and help us to keep bringing these daily transmissions to the world and to the pure conscious beings of light. And if you're on our Patreon team, please listen to today's Discourse 27 of 33-day discourses of the I Am Presence with the power of manifestation fully activated and fully awakened in the heart of heart, in the I Am Presence that is here now in this sacred temple. Now I'd like to thank everyone for supporting my Sacred Condors art business on Etsy. You can purchase her beautiful pieces of work and goddess totems on lunagoddessart.com. Now we're going to finish today's transmission with a very powerful divine decree for and from Jesus Christos. We call it from the keeper of the Diamond Light Codes, the Christ Light Decree. As you command and decree, I am divine love, I am divine light, I radiate the pure, true, omnipresent light infinitely. I radiate the pure Christ light consciousness. I welcome this forward through my heart center to all of creation. I am all that I am. I command every particle of my beingness on all levels, layers, and dimensional aspects of me to unify in divine love and radiate the pure Christed light through every sound, all of my energy fields and all of creations from this moment forward. So be it. I am the resurrection and the life. I am the way, the truth, and the light. I am the light of this world. I am all that I am. Thy will be done. It is done. It is done. It is done, and so it be. Hold this divine frequency of love, light source, and the pure Christed light in every particle of your beingness. Whenever you need to return to this state, place your hands on your chest, feel your heart center, and light up all of the Christed light beingness and radiate it out. Breathe in all of creation. Breathe in the fluidity, the stability, the omnipresent light of source. Thank you. I love you. So it be. From Sandra Walter. And we'd like to thank Divine Angel of the Light, Ulrich AA, for the image in today's video. This is encoded with the higher light of the Diamond Light Codes in this beautiful image. So thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. 1111 coming in, the sacred portal, fully open, fully awake, fully aware. Keep rising and flowing and expanding and growing into your ascended self of the Christ light. And thank you for joining us on this great mission of ascension for Gaia and all of her children, the children of the sun, the children of the moon, La Luna. We welcome and thank all beings that are assisting us here now, our teams, our guides, our highest self, our soul source, our soul star chakra. I call soul star spark in the center of our being that we brought down into this realm to fulfill this great mission of peace, love, kindness, and hope. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.